Now, these latest problems come just 2 months shy of the national elections. A joint media briefing by the Public Enterprises Department and Eskom yesterday brought little comfort to South Africans. They couldn't provide a clear answer on what's really causing the power cuts or how long they're likely to go on for. So how will this actually affect the image of the governing party? Load shedding is highly likely to become an election battleground for opposition parties as they try to hurt the ANC. Public Relations Strategist Makhosini Nkosi is here to break it down. Mr. Nkosi, thank you so much for coming back to ENCA.
Thank you for having me.
How will this affect the ANC when it comes to May the 8th?
You know, electricity is something that impacts all of us, some worse than others. If you take a family that's living in a township somewhere, they buy groceries, buy meat, you put it in the fridge, food you put in the fridge, milk and all that, and the food spoils. And you wait to hear what the solution is going to be, and you have a media briefing like you had yesterday, which leaves you more depressed than optimistic. And this may very well lead other people to thinking that perhaps the party that's been in power for 25 years has run out of ideas. Maybe we should give other people a chance to have a go at it. But also the other side of the coin is that some of those communities owe having electricity to the ANC. Before the ANC, they did not have the electricity. So it depends on what ANC cadres say to people when they do door-to-door campaigns.
But those are communities, surely by now, at 25 years in, you know, I'm used to having electricity now, you know. So, listen, bring my electricity back. Do they go back, that memory go all the way back to when I didn't have electricity? Do you see what I mean?
I'm with you. I'm with you. Hence, I'm saying, you know, there are two forces pulling people in different directions. The first force being that you can feel the impact of these power cuts, and the fact that there is a Zondo Commission which tells you every day that there was massive corruption and state capture at Eskom. And the other force on the other side is the force of really people, those who vote for the ANC, not seeing any alternative and crediting the ANC for having that electricity in the first place.
Is there a likelihood of a sympathy vote here? We've got maybe the feel-good factor. President Ramaphosa comes in, he's the man, he's trying to fix this. You know, so many things happened in the last 9 years, give them a chance. That is any likelihood?
Look, I don't think that, you know, President Ramaphosa, when he started, and for the best part of the first year, he had unprecedented political capital for a president taking power. Even Nelson Mandela did not have as much political capital in 1994 as Cyril Ramaphosa did. But I think what he's doing is squandering that political capital. I'll tell you why I say that. You know, Mike Tyson once said, you know, the boxer, once said he made more money being robbed by Don King, the promoter, who's known to be a criminal, who's known to be a shyster, you know, a con man. He said he makes more money being robbed by Don King than when his fights are promoted by the honest guys. This is exactly where we find ourselves in the country. We had guys who were supposedly looters, you know, state capturers. They were providing us with electricity, and the good guys that we are told are running Eskom now are failing to give us electricity. So this is really a very, very difficult situation for the ANC because, you know, I think that watching that press conference yesterday, you know, you ask yourself a question: do we have the right people being in charge of Eskom right now? And the majority of South Africans believe no, we don't. And I don't think that the president does not see that in putting together the team that he put together, he overlooked certain things. Now, but what stops him? Why is he unable or unwilling to make sure that he puts people there who can deliver? And in South Africa, we have this problem of thinking that some people are 100% bad and other people are 100% good. So Brian Molefe and Matshela Koko are 100% bad, and you know, Mabuza and you know, Khatebe are 100% good. But you know, the previous guys could deliver electricity for us. There was corruption. The current guys, they're fighting corruption, but they're not giving us electricity.
From a PR perspective, we watched the presser yesterday, went on for a long time. They were asked so many different questions. What would you, as a PR person, advise?
To tell people that I have no idea what's happening. you know. So I think what I would have advised them to do, you see, Eskom, quite like, you know, that ship that sank.
The Titanic.
The Titanic. The Titanic did not have a communication problem. It had an iceberg problem. Eskom does not have a communication problem. Eskom has an electricity generation problem. Now, who is to solve that problem? Do the guys that are at Eskom now have the skills, the experience, and everything to deliver? And the answer is no. So what do? Look beyond what people are accused of. Look beyond what you don't like about people. The solution to electricity supply in South Africa, the solution is in South Africa. You can import other people from outside. They will still have to learn about the country and all sorts of things. Or you can have people who were at Eskom, who knew what was happening, who can be of assistance to you. I don't know if it would be a terribly bad idea to talk to the people who are responsible for electricity generation at Eskom in the previous few years, to sit down with them and say, what do we do in a situation like this?
A very quick one from the image perspective. When you look at the rural areas where many millions and millions of voters are sitting who vote for the ANC, how are they reviewing this? Does it even affect them?
Look, load shedding affects everybody. The question, Tony, is, do they see an alternative to the ANC? And my answer to you, they don't see an alternative to the ANC. Because, you know, these small parties, they want to project themselves as capable individually to take on the SABC, I mean, to take on the ANC and take power from the ANC. But voters don't see them that way. If they had a message that spoke about them working together to unseat the ANC, maybe voters would see an alternative.
All right, thank you so much, Makhosini Nkosi, Public Relations Strategist, for talking to us as always.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. Okay, you're watching ENCA now. Coming up, the Brexit deadline is looming, and British Prime Minister Theresa May is calling for a short extension. Stay with us.